Hello there and welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today I'm going to show you how to draw Gru from Despicable Me. So come on, let's get started. Hello cartooners, this one's been requested quite a bit. I'm just getting around to it now. I'm sorry, I've been very busy. Today we're going to draw Gru from Despicable Me. So let's get started. All right, if we're going to draw Gru, his entire body, we need to be economical with the size of this oval here. All right, so what I'm going to do is kind of figure it out here. I'm actually going to angle it a little bit. He's going to give some attitude. Now, what we need to do is figure out the width of his shoulders, and it's going to be 3 heads wide. So I'm going to just kind of figure it out here. And here. Good. Shoulders going to be that wide. And they're going to be... We're going to cross his arms here because that's what he's doing in the reference that I'm looking at. So he's going to be standing kind of straight up. Right? But what we're going to need to do now is... bring in his jacket a little bit. Now, in figuring how long his jacket's going to be, we need to go 1, 2 heads, 3.5. So there's the thumb. We're going to go halfway down from there. There we go. So his jacket is 3.5 heads tall. And his legs are exactly double the height of his jacket. It looks like I'm going between the pegs there. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, so now that we got that in there, right? Let's well, first, let's figure out one leg, the other leg, jacket. This is essentially Gru. Okay, we've got his scarf on this side, and then we've got his scarf, and it billows out a little bit because we got to give him some volume for his chest, and this side kind of comes out a little longer. It looks like Gru already. All right, so we're going to cross his arms. I've been getting all kinds of emails, all kinds of messages. Paul, can you show us again how to cross his arms? All right, so this is very stylized, right? Illumination stylizes their characters to death. And I mean, really, that's why it's so appealing, right? So we're going to figure out... We've got the box, but the box is going to be a little off. We've got one arm. It's going to do this. The other one's going to come in and under, and his hand up here like this. But trust me, it's going to work out in the end. I promise. I promise. So now, in breaking this down, I've always found that the further utmost part of the limbs is where I start. So this one's going to be on top of everything else. So we've got his forearm here. He's got a shirt underneath. And then we're just going to give a hint to his wrist and his hand here. I'm not going to go any deeper into this because we've got other arm to put in. Right here. His shoulder into his bicep, tricep area. Right? He's very lanky. And I like to play with that a little bit, especially when drawing characters like Gru. Let me erase what I didn't mean to darken in. There we go. And his elbow will go in here like so. Now the next thing that's sticking out are his hands. Now GRU has very long, very lanky fingers. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to have them side by side like that. I mean, right, that one is okay. I'm going to throw the middle finger up a little bit. And then the index finger, I'm going to have bent up like so. It gives a little more interest to the sketch. And it's a little more realism for you. Because when we keep our hands, because when we gesture our hands, I mean, even right here, I mean, it looks like my fingers are all facing in a direction, right? But they're not. The two middle fingers like to stick together a little bit. The pinky finger separates a little bit, right? But the pointer finger likes to curl up a little bit. I don't know what it is about it, but all of our hands seem to do it. So if you ever draw a princess and they do that little feminine thing, usually these fingers are together. And then you got the pinky separated a little bit, and that pointer finger likes to come out a little. And then the thumb does some unnatural thing that, yeah, I don't know. I'm a dude. We don't do that. Okay. So, I'm so dumb. All right, so here we go. We got the elbow, and then we've got the shoulder. And we're going to come in like that. This one is going to come in like that. And I think we're actually looking pretty decent here. So now, because I've already sketched out where this the scarf is going to go, I'm just going to go a little off here. I mean, honestly, the stripes, that's toward the end. I've got a lapel here to his jacket that you almost don't see. So I'm just going to give a hint here and a hint here, so I can really concentrate on throwing in what we do see. Because we're drawing him on a slight angle, we have his zipper that we really see going down his abdomen here. Now keep in mind, look, he's a computer animated character, right? There are tons of detail that you probably wouldn't do if you were drawing him traditionally. So I am simplifying him a little bit for the sake of this tutorial. I'm going to darken in the lines that I would want to keep. His pelvis is up in here somewhere. The jacket's long, so we're not going to connect his pant legs. And look, I apologize. It's all in the size of that initial oval that will determine how tall he is. I'm trying to draw him, with the actual dimensions here for you. Let's throw in the head shape. So we've got the initial oval. His brow will come off of that. He's extremely expressive. Illumination is really, really good at expressive animation. Okay, so we got an ear here on the side. And just continue that shape there. And we've got these eyes here. They're very round. He's Eastern European, right? I mean, that's where the accent comes from. And a characteristic of their facial makeup is they've got these heavy eyelids a lot of times. So we're going to make sure we've got those heavy eyelids in there. Okay. We've got his lower lid is also pronounced in this. And then we've got these thick eyebrows. One way to really, really, really push your expressive drawings, it's not just in the eyelids, you need those eyebrows. Those eyebrows can tell more in an expressive drawing than a lot of you would give them credit for. So we've got this pointed nose. And let's see. And now we're going to give him a little laugh line there. Let's see, cheek, laugh line here. And we're going to give him that smile, just like this. Give him his cheek. I'm confident in this line here, so I'm going to darken it. And now I can throw in the scarf around his neck. As a kid, I would draw that scarf in before I'd thrown in the face. And that's why a lot of my drawings were not as up to snuff as I would have liked. But I couldn't figure it out at the time. That's why you train, guys. You train, you learn from masters, and it becomes second nature at one point. I'll never forget the day where I realized that everything had clicked. I was so proud of myself. All right. All right, now I got everything else in. Let's throw in his pupils. Oh, yeah, we'll get that in there. Guys, if you like drawing videos like this, I've got a ton right here in playlists right here for you. Go check them out and see what else you'd like to draw with me. I want to thank you guys so much for drawing with me today. Until the next video, we will see you later.